Am I live? Yes! We're live. Wonderful. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Yes, welcome back to the SydSquad live streams for Flight Simulator. It's very wonderful to be back. Not normally, not at all the one leading these. But you have got a nice little flight planned tonight. Not that there was a flight plan. Planning on flying around the islands of Malta, which recently got the update in World Update 9. So very exciting. Very exciting. What's the name of the airfield we're departing from? I believe it's Luqa. Kaylin? Anyway, hello Avgeek. That's me. Hello Ben, G-Power, Jacko, Cito, Shauno, Chicken Tender the Legend, Lena, hello, Ozfly, hello, Kaylin, hello, Maddie. Yep, still loading, don't worry about it, I'll probably be sitting here for a bit. Not too sure if some of the boys up in the call, you forgot to load the update, so you got to get it downloaded. Yep, all good. Not sure if some of the boys over in the call are going to be watching, but if anyone here is in the call, can you let them know? We'll probably get going in about 5 minutes or so. So how has everyone been today? Did people have school? What was the go? So if I'm being annoying, but did you do the Discord? No, I don't have a Discord. Jacko, they're in the old SydSquad one. We used to have one. You hear but not talking, hardly got any voice. Yeah, that's all good, Matt. I honestly haven't looked in the Discord to see if you're oh, you're still in the other one. Alright, don't worry about it. You still got like 3 gig left to go. Oh, yikes. And yeah. Because I just still remember how to start the engine after flying the 7.3. COVID, yep. Poor Maddie. We've got Gretchen of Vans. Oh, I see Nigel down there. Who's next to me? I'm not sure I can see. That's Graham. Got Dan Resmond, Bowers, Angry Dwarf. Thank you very much, Angry Dwarf. Appreciate it. There's Chicken Tender the Legend up there in Spitfire. Don't imagine you guys will be waiting. We'll probably go on a bit, but it's a very small island, so you'll be able to catch us pretty quick. What's up, Adam? How are you going? I'm pretty sure you said you had work today, so hopefully that was good. Yeah, I think we'll come... Oh, which way are we going? Yeah, if everyone just wants to kind of make their way to a runway, we'll go there and then figure out which direction we'll head off in. It was good apart from getting up at 3:30. Yeah. Look, I don't envy you for that part. I do envy you being able to work at the airport. Alright. I'll just wait up on the runway for some of you guys to catch up. And then we will chug off. you'll distinguish yourself as a red leader with a red livery on your King Air. Go for it. Yep, there goes car 2. What runway? Guess any runway. I am on 3-1 at the moment, but you could go for the opposite or 0523 if that also tickles your fancy. Discord. Righto. Alright. Gotta quickly do my own PR stuff. But it won't take too long. If you guys want to go, we will take off and then go to the northeast. It looks like there's a bit of a harbour up there. We'll go up there and then I'll catch up to you guys once I do my Instagram stuff here. Although we do have a very lovely formation going, so I might just wait a little bit longer. Well, they've already done the post, Sean. I don't even need to do it. Alrighty, let's roll. Still haven't figured out who's in the red Kodiak. Oh, it's Thin Air. What server are we on? We are on Southeast Asia. Finally got your computer to boot, but you think FS needs updating? Yeah, if you haven't played for a while, it most probably will need an update there. Adam?
Hey, Phiziks.
Howdy! How are you going?
Mate, I've got alright tonight. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
Away.
Snuck in here, because I can't hear notifications when I'm streaming.
Oh, there you go.
How are your days off?
Today's day 2 off, so yeah, not too bad. Been a bit sort of miserable with the weather and a bit cool, but no, apart from that, pretty good.
That's always good. Yeah.
I got myself a new aeroplane.
Oh, what are you in? The 310?
Yeah, the Cessna 310. And I gotta say, I really like it. I really like it. I see Angry Dwarf is in it as well. And yeah, it's a really nice aeroplane to fly.
Yeah, it's the kind of smaller twin engine, bit like a Bonanza or Baron, sorry.
Yeah, very similar, same class. Yeah, it's a very classic looking twin, this one. It's got the beautiful wingtip tanks on it, and yeah, she goes nice, and it gives you the option to load it up with different people. So at the moment I'm flying around with 6 people, but I can click on the tablet and I can remove those people if I want, and when I remove those people, it actually changes the characteristics of the flying.
Ooh, that's
it
very
changes
cool.
it changes the weight and balance of the aircraft, and you notice it when you start just dumping people at the back or dumping people at the front. You can feel it pitch up or down a little bit, which is good.
Yeah, before this flight now, I was doing a VATSIM flight, Brizzy to Adelaide. And
oh, nice.
Yeah, that was the first one I've actually messed around with the payload for, and I've noticed that was a lot different to just flying it empty with fuel, like I'd been doing for the previous several flights.
Yeah, cool.
So, yeah, it's good that the game's got the, I guess, the center of gravity mechanics like that.
Yeah, it is. It just gives a bit more variety in terms of what you can do with it and how you load it, etc. Like, I mean, even on the inside, the thing looks pretty good on the inside. It's got numerous options for avionics that you can enable. And yeah, no, I think they've done a really good job with this. In fact, looking at the marketplace, I think this is for all the reviews it had, it's all 5-star reviews. Everyone seems to be pretty happy with it.
That's good then.
So yeah, they've done really well with it. And the sound, it has that classic piston twin sound to it as well, which is nice.
Yeah. As opposed to the turboprop sound, which I guess a lot of twins have now.
Yep. There's a part of the tablet checklist, I suppose. It has a passenger comfort index in it, and it tells you. It says that the cabin is cool and getting colder. Allegedly, my passengers aren't very they're not very happy right now with things, so I might just
Give
get
them
the
a
air flowing.
yeah.
Might
Give them,
open up the air vents and see if I can help my people out so that they're feeling a little more comfortable with things.
start cranking some half Cubans.
Oh, well, you know what? This thing does actually do rolls quite nicely. And you can sustain inverted flight. That's the only thing I haven't, that I'm a bit disappointed with is I don't think 310s came out with inverted tanks somehow, but you know.
Yeah, probably not.
But she flies right upside down. Needs a bit of forward stick, but that's okay.
I think I'll just wait for a few more people to come, and then we'll go and... I guess people are lining up for a counterclockwise rotation of the island.
That's the flight plan you've got as a figure 8, is that right?
Yeah, it was a figure 8 because there's an island just to the north, and I had planned on just going around both of them.
Yeah, cool.
Because there's a smattering of points of interest all over the place.
Oh, I can hear my thing creaking. I'm doing like about 225 knots, and I can hear metal. I can hear metal bending through the headset. That's not a good thing.
It's a good thing for the quality of product you bought.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to chase down Dan Resman and his Spitfire. And if I had guns, Dan, you'd be dead.
Yeah, I saw Dan in the F-16 before, or on my end, an A330.
Yeah, nice.
Shauno said, remember the Red Bull plane stunt where 2 pilots skydive from their planes and swap planes? Let's try that with Nigel.
Yeah, you can leave your plane if you like. That was interesting actually, because one of those 182s went into an inverted spin. That's just nasty, that is.
So, were the fuselages on top of the wings in that case? Spinning?
Yes. Yep, correct. Yep.
Yeah, good luck getting out of that.
Oh, it's... Well, in theory, getting out's the same as what it would be for an upright spin. You opposite rudder and, you know, neutralise the controls or I guess relative forward stick, for want of a better term. You'd have to pull back on the stick, and it should pop out if things don't fall off the aircraft already. But yes.
But yeah, I believe that the FAA ended up suspending both pilots' licenses.
Yeah, they weren't too happy with things. A ban. They apparently did apply to be able to do the stunt, and they got knocked back, and they decided to go ahead with it anyway. And that's always going to, you know, get the authorities on side, of course. And yeah, they've suspended them for 12 months, I believe.
Ooh. So that's a similar punishment, I guess, because of the what's his name, the guy that just jumped out of his plane entirely.
Old Trevor Jacobs.
Yeah, Trevor Jacobs. I think they'd just thrown the book at him, and then they did the stunt after. And well, you kind of can't really give one person a 1 year ban, and other people nothing for the same thing.
I guess to be I guess fair for the Red Bull guys, they at least did a bit of due diligence in making sure that nobody was underneath where the aircraft, if something went wrong where the aircraft were likely to crash, they made sure the area was safe, whereas old Trevor Jacobs jumped out and probably didn't think about the idea that there might have been bushwalkers up there or anything like that. And yeah.
Hey there, Robert M. How are you? And Joss goes, g'day. Instead of pulling off the stupid stunt, they could have given it to you for free, Nige.
Well, I wouldn't mind a 182. That'd be a nice addition, wouldn't it? Oh, who did I just get past then? I had someone just come. Oh, I can't even see where they are now. Who is it? Is it Dan? It might have been Dan Resman. He's trying to keep up with the exceptional performance of the 310. Oh, he's got me. Oh, no.
Over here, there are a lot of pools, like oceanside pools. Wasn't expecting that.
These two, it's Dan Resman. He's got me in the Spitfire. He's got me all lined up, and I'm trying my best to shake him. Yeah. Get him with scissors. Yeah. Bye, Dan. Oh, you know what? I'm going to throw the brakes out and flaps and everything else. I'm going to slow right down. How quickly can you slow a Spitfire down, Dan? He's struggling.
Adam, some dude over here got a drone and flew himself over a lake and videotaped it, posted it on YouTube, and Casa slapped him with it tens of thousands in fines.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what's not good is me sitting upside down on the runway.
Yep, South Africa Airlines is being sold for $3, I think it is. That's
Who to?
South African Airlines.
Yeah, who's buying them for $3?
I'm not sure, but it was like for sale for it. Sure enough, you can try find who's buying them. That'd be appreciated.
It's hilarious. Dan's trying to keep up with me in the 310, and I'm my absolute best to shake him. Yeah, try that one, Dan.
It just goes to show you shouldn't post you doing stupid stuff on the internet. Yeah, probably not.
Absolutely.
Definitely not advisable.
I'm just going to duck across into the other chat for a short time and
Yeah, go have some banter.
Yeah, I'll have some banter with Dan. He's over there. Back in a sec.
See ya. Some investment group that wants to inject lots of money into SA. Ooh, crud. Yep, so they're gonna spend $3 and then a whole lot more. I did not hit that building. I was totally above the building, thank you very much, game. Oh, come on, make it. Yeah, there we go. Ah, Kurt, hello. Low-key forgot that Jetstar used to operate 330s. Yeah, I believe. 6 or 10, I think it was. You missed it. What on earth am I doing with my rudder? It's not me, it's the joystick. This is what's been causing the issue. I finally figured it out because I'm actually flying in third person. That's my hand off the stick, and it just goes right rudder or left rudder. Rudder going left. Turn on auto rudder, it'll help a lot. Where can I turn that on, Kaylin? Should I wait for you to tell me and then I'll go do it? You have issues when you're on camera too? Yep. Awesome, Sandwich is doing a good job of sticking on my tail. Try to go through the wind turbine blades. Nope, they're on the opposite side to where I thought they'd be. Oh well, assistance, then it's under piloting. You think I just love wagging my tail. System, right, piloting. Auto rudder. Adjust when you're okay. Ooh, up. Right, I'm sorry to whoever was sticking with me, because you just had to wait. Hey, what's the plan for tonight? Is there a flight plan? It's mainly just a free-for-all, Kurt, at Malta. Just circumnavigating the islands, I guess. There's not really any waypoints that I could have picked, and then doing custom ones was just messing around. How the order was, so I just kind of abandoned that idea. Clear the rudder axis on your joystick. Like here. Well, that's something. The rudder's not... Okay, so it's just permanently left a little. And that's fully right. That's... So fully left works. And now it's gone... It's like... It's just creeping left of neutral. Apply and save. Back, resume. No. No. No! I'm a boat now. Surely I can take off. Kodiak has floats in real life, doesn't it? Oh no, it's not gonna work. Oh, okay, gotta go higher for the slew then. Rudder troubleshooting with Phiziks. Yep. Finnair 111, welcome back. Not, yes, 80 knot stall. Love that. Ah! Right. Left-hand turn, then let's get over to this island. At least you're not upside down like Nigel on the airstrip. Yep. That is always a benefit. What's your favourite aircraft? A350, definitely. Yeah, I gather I've got a slightly different crowd to last night, so if anyone's able to, chuck in what their favourite aircraft is. Guess wheels make good pontoons. Yep, well they are. Yep, as Adam said, they are filled with nitrogen. Actually, if I quickly check for Lanta, there is a heliport, so allegedly, slightly here to my right. I think if everyone can see Gretchen, you can see where it is. Yep. Alright, landing challenge time, everyone. Now we find out who can land on this baby-sized runway. Stop. No. Qantas Streamliner 7879. Emily, nice. Not Kodiak wants the airfield. A350 and A380. I don't know how to pronounce that, Simple Life. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes. Like button, everyone. We're 2 off of our goal of 25. How long is it? Not long at all. Anyone can fill a tire with nitrogen. It may not be recommended by the manufacturer, but it can still be done. Exactly. Can I go into... No, stop. I can't tell if these guys are just going to hang around over there or if they're going to come on by. Golly, just hit 25 now. I'm on 24, Robert. I'm so close though. So that means you can fill your wheels up with helium. I don't know if that would be advised there, Shauno. But Kaylin, it's also more fun to have less popping tyres. Oh, hello, Kaylin, and your Vans 14. See if you can land that. Oh, Bowers stalled it. Kaylin, definitely big bounce. Frunzel almost got in. We have Chicken Tender coming in a Spitfire. Angry Dwarf doing a low pass. Got to make sure the runway's safe. Oh, Chicken Tender. Bit of a late touchdown. And there goes the nose. You smashed the wingtip. But we're not going to cover you because you filled your tyres with water. Exactly. Gotta love insurance companies. Oh, wasn't listening. What does that refer to? I believe that was about insurance and filling your tyres with whatever you want. You seem to have lost the pitot heat switches. And the Kinger, I've got no clue where they are. Sorry. The person in front of you stalled and had no time to stop. Oh, that's your fault. Well, if your tyres were filled with, hey, you could have stopped in time. Here goes Kalen for attempt number 2. Gets it down. Will he bounce? No. Alright, we'll give them probably another minute or so. Quick check. Upwind. Yeah, I reckon we'll give them a minute and then we'll bust on out of here. Keep going around the islands. I can fill my tyres with mercury. You'll know what the temperature is then, Sean. Well, hey there, Game Tech Blog. Well, I just got buzzed by Graham. That's definitely an experience. Alright, full power. Flaps full. Tires that double as a thermometer. Human ingenuity at its best. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Boeing does that. Like, yes, with our leading edge design. Oh, there goes Nigel. Coming in. Getting in low. Oh, don't stall. Don't stall. Looks like he got it. Alright, spin around and buzz them. How's it going? It's going good, thank you, Game Tech Blog. Ignoring that it's metal. Oh, true. No, that's not efficient enough. Sure, no, that's too heavy. So you'd have to do helium or hydrogen to make the plane lighter. $27 likes on mine, 28 now. Yeah, I'm still showing 27, but I'll take your word for it. Uh-oh. There you go, didn't hit that one. You've flown a Mil 8 from that helipad many times to Malta. Would that be in real life? Or what sort of thing? Also, everyone, we've still got quite a bit of this smaller island we're on to explore. So when we're all up, we'll come over to the southern side and we'll do a clockwise rotation of this island. See if we can find anywhere else that would look good to land, and then we'll keep on rolling. Fill the tires with hot chocolate for Tim and Kurt. It's what they have the nose tire, and then coffee for the rest of us, so... How'd that go? Warm tires. Yeah. Real life, you lived there for over 3 years. Very nice. Very nice. It's now that's the kind of tire I'd use as a pillow on a chilly night. Absolutely. just disappear below the radar here. Had to switch to a Navion. Might switch again. Oh gosh, I'm currently going full left. There we go. But I'm a Lightning Navion. What's a Navion? Oh, there's Frunzel in the Vertigo. Showing off. Hello, Ardash. Or Adash. I'm sorry. I don't know which way to say it. It's a nice little town. Yeah. Who's this? Bowers. Howdy. There'd be an essence of the ground. Yep. I wonder how much butter would be in it then. If you get the joke. Adash, thank you for the subscriber update. Fun fact, in the last month, I have gotten 100 subscribers. Most of those, 70 of those, were last night. Which is absolutely amazing. You gotta go, gonna keep your computer on to hopefully download this update and get flying with you guys again soon. Yep. See you later, Adam, and hopefully see you in the flight simulator skies soon enough. Good idea. Butter tires, yes.
Where are you up to, Phiziks? What's your lake?
We are currently going up the western side of this little island.
Western side of the northern island?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep. We're gonna do a clockwise circumnavigation, I believe.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was a tricky little airport there, Nige.
Yes. Yeah, not suited for the 310. The Vertigo apparently does really well in and out of there. But yeah, the 310's a little fat and heavy for a tiny little strip like that.
Yeah, I saw it on, not even in the flight sim map, on the Volanta map, and I was like, well, let's see who can get in here.
Well, there you go. I threw my 5 passengers out before I attempted the landing, and I haven't found them to put them back in to get going with the stream, so they'll just have to swim to shore. Sorry, folks.
Yeah. What have you thought of Sean's idea of filling tyres on aircraft with different things, such as hot chocolate or butter?
Hot chocolate or butter?
Well, that way you can butter the landings. I'm not sure why we got hot chocolate, but yeah.
The butter the landings, yeah. You could fill them up with a bit of lard, a bit of duck fat. That would surely a bit of duck fat in the tyres would guarantee a greasy landing.
Yep. Sean's asking what you would put inside the Kodiak tyres.
Ooh. I don't know, you could put nails in so it made it more exciting for the people following you. Just be the first one to land, that's all.
Yeah, you saw me going.
I did.
Yeah, I've just been sitting on about 50 to 60% power most of the time. Put cream in them. Yes. Why am I flying so close to the cliffs? Because it's fun to fly down low. Haven't really done that much recently. Oh, chicken tender agrees with the cream.
Well, add a bit of marsala and a bit of cream to those chicken tenders, and you've got yourself some chicken marsala. So, good choice, chicken tender.
So with the 310, does it have an option for a fully glass cockpit, or is it a mixture of steam gauges and a
You
small
can,
glass?
you can actually chop and change the layout in there. You can have just an all steam gauge layout. Let me just jump in. I'll bring up my tablet and I'll see if I can show you what I've got. I'll see if I can um, explain what I've got. So avionics suite, so I can do radio navigation. So it's just old school radio equipment, um, just with your nav comms. I can then add the Asobo GNS. What is it? GNS 530. So it's the Garmin 530. Chuck that in there. So I got GPS, bit more of a digital display, I suppose. I can add the Garmin GTN 750, but I need to download an add-on for that, I believe, to get that one working. And I can also add in a Garmin GTN 750 XI, which again needs an add-on, and that one has two screens actually. The 750 XI, there's two screens side by side, and I look forward to finding where the add-on is for that and adding it. You can also have either steam gauges for your artificial horizon, and it looks like your localizer, your autopilot, sorry, and or you can have the Asobo Garmin G5 sitting in there, which is just basically a digitalized version of the old six-pack stuff.
Yep.
Good evening, gents.
Good
Hey,
evening.
How are we all?
Go on, mate. How you doing?
Ah, good, thank you.
Loving the streams lately.
Yeah, thanks very much.
You're doing well with those.
And good on you, Phiziks.
Thank you.
Good.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah, it's perfect. Well, you're just starting out, you've got to start somewhere now.
But I was just explaining to Phiziks the Cessna 310 and the options that come with the 310.
Yep.
And I've just brought that up on within the Discord channel as a live stream if you wanted to have a little look.
I was looking you before you killed us.
Oh, really?
In the other group, in the Flyers group. Yeah.
Aha, there you go.
That's all right. You're Tango Alpha Golf.
That's the one. Yep.
It's got a good livery on it.
Yeah, that's one of the livery options.
So what's the plan for the channel, Phiziks?
The plan is I'm hopefully going to continue doing the old SydSquad Tuesday and Friday night streams.
Awesome.
I really need to edit my footage from when I was in Melbourne, so there'll hopefully be some live plane spotting videos. Yeah, the remainder of this stream, gonna keep buzzing around Malta. It looks pretty good, all things considering. And yeah.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Still trying to learn my stuff with OBS and streaming, and not too sure how to tinker with different overlays, but I'll learn, I guess.
Yeah, over time you pick it up.
Oh, I've got two
Wow,
of the
listen
boys.
to the sound inside that, Nigel.
Oh no, it's because I put the undercarriage down. She gets a little bit wind noisy.
Who are you following there?
Oh, I'm trying to catch up to where Phiziks has gone, but
Haha, the nimble Kodiak.
yeah, I just struggle with that.
Uh-oh.
There goes someone.
Hey Sean, how you going, mate?
Stop pulling my maneuvers. My poor King Air can't handle it. Okay, I'll try level out to a degree. Coolio, I wonder if someone will use the A320 Neo or something here. Oh, crack out the old 737.
Should be a fast flight.
you know a Maltese. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. What are you up to, Kurt? Are you joining us?
I am in the process of formatting a hard drive to be able to take advantage of Microsoft Flight Simulator once again.
Right.
The game appears to grow and grow and grow with every update, and I had a terabyte hard drive, solid state drive, but I was running prepared 3D on it originally, and then put Microsoft Flight Sim on the same drive when Microsoft Flight Sim first came out, in obviously an attempt to try it out, and that was obviously when the SydSquad live stream started, and I just didn't know how big the game was going to continue to get, like with all the updates on, and so now it's kind of with my installation of prepared 3D and the installation of Flight Sim on the same hard drive, they're kind of encroaching each other's space now, and I'm running out of space, so I've got to.
Oops.
Yeah, so I think I've just got to make a decision as to whether it's time to put prepared 3D on the back burner and then go all in on Microsoft Flight Sim, if that makes sense. Or just put Flight Sim on a different drive and start fresh. So one way or another, it's but the thing is, it takes time to do that sort of stuff. Formatting, like moving stuff around on drives and reshifting stuff and relocating. So I've got a couple of hard drives that I need to work with. So anyway, so I like to hear your plans about future Flight Sim streams and those being a little bit more consistent, like on the Tuesdays and the Fridays upcoming, because I think it's something that, like Tim, Matt and Nigel and myself kind of identified with the whole official SydSquad was that, we weren't able to bring those regular live streams so much so to the forefront, just with the way that normal life, I think, normal life or normal services have resumed since COVID has come back, and not being able to stick to our promise, and I think that, being able to offer that opportunity to somebody else like yourself, that is like, well, hey, I could probably do a bit of that, which is awesome for putting your hand up. It is great, though, so that we can continue that sort of like community and can continue flying. And I, for one, would love to get back on doing some Flight Sim streams myself when I have the time. So it's going to be great to know that the same crew or the same gang is going to be around to do that. So yeah, kudos to you, Phiziks. Awesome, mate. It's cool.
Yeah, thank you.
It's kind of cool too, because you're running the stream, and I know when Matt and Tim do it, they've got the picture of themselves in the corner and stuff like that. Like it's quite an advanced setup that those guys run with the green screens and all the extra stuff that goes with it. And it's funny because people sort of asked if I'm going to do streams before, and I suppose when I think stream, I always think that that's just part of it, but never really sort of thought about doing what you're doing now, and just running it through your channel. And just not having that camera looking at you the whole time and what have you. I think that's you've done well.
It's a personal preference. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if it's something that Phiziks wanted to do and learn in OBS, it's easy for me. I can help him out with that. That's no problem.
Matt, Phiziks life hack: don't get married, you lose free time.
Hey, Jacko, what is my setup? My setup is pretty standard. It's an i7 4790K. It's an old school. Both Nigel and I are running a pretty similar setup. We built our PCs based on the hype of PCs about, I don't know, what was that, about 4 or 5 years ago, Nigel?
Yeah, geez, it'd be getting at least 3 years for now. Yeah,
maybe 4. Yeah. So that was when we've got PCs that are pretty much built for when the 1080 series graphic cards were hot property. So
looking 4 or so years.
Yeah, so the 1080 Ti's are the graphics card that we run, both Nigel and I run, and we're I'm running an i7 4790K. I suppose it's overclocked to about 4.5 or 4.6. Oh. Nigel, what was that?
There's a cliff.
Oh!
Everyone's hitting it. Everyone's hitting it.
I was just about to, I was about to say, how'd you crash? And then I hit it.
Everybody hit thin air.
That is how I crashed, my friend.
Clear air turbulence right there.
Oh man, wasn't it what? I didn't expect that to happen.
Wow. Yeah, so I don't know. Does that answer your question, Jacko? That's the CPU. That's the
GPU. I guess.
graphics card.
How much
And
RAM
still-
are you running?
Oh, Sorry, I'm just chewing on one of these berry blasts from Mike and
Everyone hit
yeah,
the cliff.
anyway. Everyone hit the cliff. That's brilliant.
Ah.
Yeah, so 32 gig RAM on a 1080 Ti, 11 gig card, which is still really good for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I actually can run it on a 4K monitor, and I'm getting plus 30 frames, like easy, in lots of different places. And I mean, yeah, I'm kind of being, generous on the settings. I'm not like over doing it. Like I'm not on ultra for everything. And and then hard disks. So I don't know, those you never really consider in computer specs. But I've got a couple of hard disks, a couple of terabytes here and there. Of internal storage. I've just got to be smart with where I put stuff. That's all.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm, I guess while we're talking about setups, pretty much the same as Kurt, but my motherboard's an i7 8700K.
Yeah, a bit more modern.
Yeah, 32 gig RAM, and I don't know how many hard drives have I got in there. 2, I think. 2 or 3. Yeah, I
Simple
can't remember.
Life is
Yeah,
in the chat.
2 or 3 hard drives. That's about it. It's an air-cooled system. I got a great big Be Quiet Dark Rock Pro 4 cooler blown away in there.
Yes,
And that keeps things. I think it looks nice. It keeps it nice and cool.
Yeah, yours is all very RGB-ish, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and why not? Bugger it. Yeah, the graphics card flashes RGB. My RAM flashes RGB. My fans at the front are RGB. And I've got room to put like more fans with more RGB if I feel so inclined. Around my desk, I've got a strip of RGB. So.
Rainbow vomit overkill.
It's oh no, look, I don't fly with the room light off. The room light's on.
Yep.
It's just the RGB around the edge of the desk, just a strip around the edge, just like nicely lights up the back wall. Just puts a bit of ambient lighting in there. So yeah,
How's this? We've got Chicken Tender in the chat saying it was great to get flying with the SydSquad legends. Good on you for stepping up and keeping it going, Phiziks, you champion. So there you go. That's a nice one from Chicken Tender.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah. So Simple Life is saying you hit the Dingley cliffs. Now, Simple Life on the SydSquad streams the other day is dropping in all the dad jokes. So it's good to see. It's good to see him here and have his company again.
Absolutely.
Matty Coffin there in the chat.
Yeah.
So are you going to be back on next Tuesday as well, Phiziks?
Oh, look, if I get my assessment done, because this is all pending assessment, and now I have a physical goal with me to get my assessment done so that I can stream, because it's been a lot of fun to do the past few days.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Hey there, Just Cos. How you going, mate?
Look, if you're not going to stream on Tuesday, Phiziks, I'm working Monday and Tuesday, but I don't have to be up early on Wednesday. So, look, I might have a chat to Tim and Matt and Kurt and see if someone can give me the password for the SydSquad and see if I can maybe do one. We'll see.
Yeah, I'll definitely let
us know. Like, yeah, if you're not going to do it, I'll have a careful think about whether I want to do one. Sean's saying yes. There won't be, hey, listen, Sean. There won't be any of this turning cameras around and facing me and having me in the corner. That won't be happening, all right? Lived and worked in Malta for 3 years, says Simple Life. Very nice. What was it like over there, Simple Life? Was it a nice place to live?
Am I planning to land anywhere? Yeah, at the airport.
Yeah. It looks like people are landing on the people are landing at the oil refinery at the end here.
Spin back around.
Yeah, they're landing on the wharf here.
Not that anyone asked, but my computer is definitely a lot newer. But yeah, I've got a Ryzen 5 5600X, RTX 3070, but only 16 gig of RAM.
Game runs okay with 16 gig?
I'd prefer 32, but it does run quite well. And I do have
nice.
my settings absolutely cranked to the max.
Yeah, nice.
Which I probably should turn down, given I'm streaming as well. Only 16 gig. Well, comparatively speaking, 16 gig is probably the minimum I would run on this game. And I think Nige and Kurt, you would agree.
Yeah, 32 gigs ideal, I think. I see MIDI saying only 16 gig. Yeah, look, oof, I didn't get over the building. It was looking so good so long. Never mind. Could retire there based on Gozo. I don't know if Gozo's right with the pronunciation there, but in the Northern Ireland. But he had a horrible job. He was a scuba diving instructor. Oh, sounds terrible. Sounds just terrible. Fancy that, scuba diving in the Mediterranean. Dan Resman, rocking 48 gig. Yeesh.
Adash, you've got a 12 gigabyte Intel Core i5 but no GPU. Ah. Yes, that would be an issue.
Fellas, there has to be a reason why my passenger comfort is just so poor. What's going on with that?
Not too sure.
I don't know. Is it because I fly like a maniac?
Nah, you're not flying that much like a maniac.
Very kind of you.
I've seen what
Apparently-
some of these boys are doing.
Apparently, the cabin is comfortable but cooling slowly. And I believe from the passenger comfort index, if I climb too fast, it's not good for them. If I turn more than 30 degrees, it's not good for them.
So picky. Almost
I
as
need
if
to
they're
pop-
not flying with an
I need to-
aerobatic pilot.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look what happens when you... Yeah, that passenger does not look happy. He's giving me death stares in the back of my head.
Oh, right. So I'm looking at your stream as well now, Nige, and so that's with the built-in glass. That's what would be the glass cockpit, I guess.
This is... where are we? Okay, so that is the Asobo GNS 530, which is the Garmin 530 suite, and the G5 on the side as well. So I can remove the G5 and just put it back to steam gauges.
Right.
Or I can add the more modern G5 suite in there. Yeah, the plane's looking a bit more used that way, isn't it? If I turn it into a rental plane, what happens? Yeah, she's seen better days.
Just roll off to the side here. And how much was it, if I can ask?
50, was it 50 or 60? It was 50 or 60, I can't remember. It was, yeah, it was up over $50. It's not it certainly wasn't a cheap add-on, but geez, they've done well with it though.
Yeah,
It looks nice, it goes nice. Pretty much everything in it functions, which is good. Yeah, you can test your fuel lights and got all the full suite of stuff down the side here. Yeah, wing lights. Where are we?
oh right, sorry, should probably go back to the chat. Chicken Tender running a 1080 Ti and 16 gig of RAM runs very well. Yep. Simple Life running a Commodore 64 with 64 kilobits of RAM and a 5.25-inch floppy drive. Great for flight sim.
Oh, really? You're not running the old, you're not running the cassette?
Greshey was born in Gozo. I'm just going to pronounce it like that. Pronounce, like in English. Hey Kempy, where can I join?
That's so brilliant.
We are at Lima, Mike Lima.
Didn't he have an Atari?
Yeah, the old VIC 20.
The old Commodore 64 or the Amiga. Was it an Amiga 64 or?
Commodore 64 and the VIC 20, I think, were two of the big ones back then.
Nice.
Wonder how many of the young kids these days know about DOS and basic commands in DOS. Like, is that still taught? Is that something that...
Oh, that's a Matty Coffrin question.
That
What do you
it's
reckon?
mainly taught if you're studying computing.
Okay, so they do teach it, yeah?
Yep. So I've got friends that are doing like IT at uni, and they're being taught that,
Yeah, nice.
but it's not taught generally.
Okay. There you go. And you just jump onto someone's computer and you type DEL *** and hit enter. And walk away. And keep walking. And there goes everything off their hard drive. Now, where's Lima, Mike Lima?
It is the big airport.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Just
you're
approaching it now.
inverted.
Of course.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Nope. It's good fun hanging off the straps.
Oh, wrong button again. Camera. There we go.
Ah, Graham, welcome to the fold.
Hello, I just sort of found you there.
Hello,
Is that the same
Graham.
place? Kai, is that the same place that we were at?
Oh, it's where we started. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'll come back out.
Beat up the runway, do a half Cuban and land.
Nice runway you've got there, Graham.
I just wanted to get up quick.
Simple Life was classed as rich because they had a floppy drive instead of the cassette.
Oh, stop it. He's back.
Ooh.
Is that?
No, I love it. Simple Life. He's good. It's good. Clever. Beautiful.
I don't suppose most of you would have just seen SJ in United 7-3, but looked pretty good. So Kurt, earlier I keep getting distracted. Earlier you said that you still had P3D. What sort of aircraft did you or do you mainly fly on it?
I like to fly jets, so I've got the quality wings, the PMDG 777 and the 73, and the Aerosoft A330 and 320s. But I mean, that's stuff that's been acquired over such a long time.
Nice.
So it will be sad to kind of bin all that sort of stuff, because I'm aware that that stuff doesn't come. It's not all available in the new sim, right? So
Yeah.
Quality stuff, man.
I would say...
I know, it is, it really is.
I'd definitely say try hold on to it if you can, because at the moment we have just had a big release of a lot of aircraft. So we've got we had the MD-82, BAE 146, we've got the Dash 700, 73, and we've just had we're about to have the Phoenix A320 released. But there's still not any quality big boys in the sim yet.
Well, PMDG dropped the 737-700, so that's fun. I think that's interesting, and I think that's going to be a staggered release over the next sort of
6-ish months, I believe.
6 months, yeah. So I'm particularly waiting for the 737-800 series to be released. I think that's a little bit more relevant to, I like to fly stuff that's relevant to our market and things like that.
Yeah.
Even though over time they're going to get phased out for the A220s and the A320 extra long ranges and things like that. Thank you, Qantas. But I think by then PMDG will have ironed out any bugs that they might be coming across in the early release of the 737-700. So I think they go to the 600 series next, and then the 800 series or something. So I would hazard a guess that by the time they get to August, when they're going to drop the 800, that they should be in a position that things are working pretty well with their product. That's what I'm hoping, anyway.
Yeah, nice. I've just opened up all the compartments on this.
The 310 is very tidy, isn't it?
It's yeah, you got your baggage compartments. I've got my little engine covers. I've got the pitot tube covers on. Got the chocks on.
Probably get about 6 bodies in there.
I reckon I could. Do you want me to show you? Let's add those 6 bodies, shall we?
In the plastic zip bags.
I just get rid of my briefcase off the front seat. There we go. Oh, there's no one here. Why is there nobody here?
Yeah, I think the first wide body, proper wide body add-on will be the Aerosoft A330 at the end of the year.
Casa inspector.
Oh wow, the detail on that.
He won't stop staring.
No. That's definitely the Casa inspector.
And then from the outside, there he is. He's staring at me.
Yeah.
Putting holes in the back of my head. They've done really well with this, haven't they?
It's very neat. And you said it's about $50 or something, is it?
Yeah. 50 or 60. It's very detailed. They've done nicely with that.
Yeah, I mean, even the instrument panel looks pretty damn good.
And all the buttons work.
Yeah, that's nice when they're like that.
They've got everything in there's got buttons and stuff, and it's I mean, you can go the old G5 system where you take that off, put the old steam gauges in there instead.
Yeah.
You can make it look default, which means it looks a little bit newer.
It
doesn't look so old.
Let's give you an inverted wingtip. There you go.
See you later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with the navigation, I've got to download a couple of downloads for the GTN 750s.
Right.
But there's a couple of options on the internal panel, so you can have it as a dual screen in the middle there.
Yep.
Or a single Garmin G5s. You can have there's that one, or you can just go the old Navcom. You got all your
Yes.
rudder trim and stuff like that down here.
The detail is so good.
Cow flaps.
Just come back and park next to you.
Hello, Red Panda. Good to see you. You're off, Matt? Have a good one, mate. Hopefully you feel a bit better in the morning.
See ya, Matty.
So on the checklist here, you can add what failures you have. So you can have rare, occasional, frequent failures.
Oh, yeah.
You can, the current dirt level, the rate of change, you can have it so it changes in a hurry. Let's make it dirty. How does it look dirty? Oh yeah, it looks looks like a genuine drug running plane there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Been through a few bushes over its time. Don't do drugs, kids. Not good for you.
Yeah.
Or your plane.
Yeah.
It's even got the suitcases in the little wing pods.
Yep. Check out the dirt even on the rivets. Like every rivet's got its own little dirt mark on it.
A little bit of engine oil or exhaust, whatever.
Yeah, all the soot underneath. There you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty genuine.
Yeah, there's a lot of aircraft around it look like that.
That's it. But you can customize the amount of dirt that you have on it, so it's a little bit dirty, or not much dirty, or a lot dirty. Configuration. Then you got your status is the last one there. When powered down on the ground. Where are we? There you go. So you can even pull circuit breakers in the ground. There you go.
Oh yeah. God. That's I haven't seen any with that sort of level of detail.
That's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. When I was learning on the 150, the instructor, it had electric flaps, and the instructor used to pull the fuse on the flaps, so you couldn't use them on a flapless landing. I thought, oh, that's really cutting your feet off.
There you go. That actually, there you go. Shows the GPS in the top right there. Cuts it out.
Oh yeah. No, it's very realistic all round. There's everywhere you look, the detail is amazing.
Yeah, they've done very well with this.
And it flies really good.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it flies inverted sustain, which probably shouldn't be happening. And it does say in the POH that aerobatics are prohibited, but it doesn't stop me. I imagine though, if I put failures on it, would probably start breaking apart and flight, and probably wouldn't fly too well. But
yeah. And what about the approach and landing? It's nice to does a nice approach?
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. Slow speed. I normally keep it up close to 100 knots on approach. And landing is as stiff as what you'd expect it to be with the undercarriage. Like there's not a lot of give in the struts, but that's pretty normal for a twin like the 310.
That's
right. Bounce off very easily if you touch it a little bit hard.
But yeah, no, it's nice. I haven't flown it at night to see what the lights etc. are like, but let's have a look. So turn the avionics on.
Yeah, it looks good.
Light her up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, that doesn't look too bad at all, does it?
Yeah, but they've missed nothing, have they? It's just
Oh wow,
comprehensive.
okay. So you can dim your lights as well.
Hmm.
They're red lights too, so you don't ruin your night vision.
Yeah. That looks really cool.
Doesn't it? Yeah. But the glow is really working nicely.
So that's max brightness, which is way too bright, but actually we're already just talking about this on the stream. Was it last night, Kurt? Talking about red lights and what have you in the cockpit?
We were.
There you go. Oof.
What plane is that on stream, AvGeek? That's the Cessna 310 that's in the marketplace.
I didn't realise you had my screen going there, Phiziks.
Yeah, Mad Dog just asked for it.
Aha. Oh, there you go.
Because people were asking what was going on.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Well, seeing as people are asking what's going on, that's the outside of it for when they get the chance to have a look at it. And thanks for lighting it up with the landing lights there, Graham. Looks quite nice with a bit of lighting on it. But yeah, so I've got the tablet here that I can, well, I've got a bunch of people here, including this evil bloke that won't stop staring at me. Yeah, so from within the aircraft itself, you can then remove the passengers one by one if you want. So takes people out of there. Where are we? I can start closing up the lockers. So the left wing locker should close. Where are we?
Oh.
There goes my my doors. Got the nose. I'll take all the passengers out. Got pitot covers on the front. You can see those there. I can take those off. They're gone. Wheel chocks. Chocks are no longer there. And the control lock is off, so I can now start to move around, which is nice. Next is Rich. A little bit of throttle. Just got to find where the starter motors are. Where are we? Let's remove that. Here we go.
Oh, by the way, Simple Life says that you need to give your plane a quick wash.
That's easy to fix.
Yeah, I can do that. No problem. No, I need to work out where the that's the starter button. Need to work out why I've got no.
Main battery must be on. Has you got all your instruments on?
Yeah.
Is there another master or something?
Do you need to turn your fuel pumps onto high? Or prime, maybe?
Got all my magnetos on. Just trying to work out where stuff is here. Physics. High brake. Oh, you know what? Probably helps if I push all these fuses back in, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's...
There we go. Number one started.
Alright, there's... There you go, number two started. Beautiful.
You have to try some asymmetric flying just on the one engine. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, well let's make sure we're getting full full noise out of them, which it sounds like we are.
Hmm.
I'll do that. I'll take off and I'll just chop one engine and see how hard it is to fly.
Tailgate you if I can.
Gears coming up.
It's a nice animation.
Hmm.
And I believe the 310 is not pressurized.
No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, okay, there goes. Okay, there goes one engine.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun. Hey.
See if you can come round for a landing, and I'll follow you in and put the video on if I can.
All right. Okay, so I've definitely got one engine out there, you can see. And I'm using lots of rudder on this, just to try and...
Keep straight.
Yeah. That looks nice with the moon there, doesn't it?
Hmm.
So if I just... So at the moment I've got like a fair bit of right rudder going here, just to try and keep it straight. If I just let everything go, which I'm about to do now, you'll see what the effect is. Which is about what you'd expect it to do.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Got about 130 knots going. 130 knots isn't too bad.
Just chugging along.
I've got that propeller feathered on the left-hand side there, so less wind resistance, as you can see. It's not doing much in the breeze. I'll see if I can. What happens if I unfeather it? Oh, there you go. Unfeathered.
Starts to rotate, yeah.
Yeah, it
Excellent.
starts to rotate.
Very realistic.
That is cool, isn't it? So I'll just feather that out again. There we go. No, it still climbed okay with one engine out. Obviously, performance wasn't great, but that's all right. And if I have a look, and does it tell me what my passenger comfort level is at the moment? No, it says that it's comfortable and cooling slowly. I think it probably not so comfortable for the passengers if they look outside right about now. Actually,
One
I'm wondering
engine
if,
stopped.
well, I'm wondering actually if I just have a little look around. No, he still doesn't look impressed, does he?
No,
Has he ever looked happy?
I don't
No,
think you're gonna.
he's...
I don't think you're gonna pass the test today.
I'm going to throw him out while I get the chance. All right.
Can you come round for a landing?
Yeah, I should be able to.
I'll see if I can just get up behind you and video. What's your speed?
110 and dropping at the moment. I just need to keep that power up. Oh, okay. So gear down, flap down. Got the gear warning going off because I've dropped the power back, and there wasn't a lot going on. Going to be high and fast, this one.
Yeah, I think I'm lower than you.
I'm getting down there. Just going to add a little bit of rudder, a little bit of trim, sorry, elevator trim on this, just to lighten the forces a little bit.
Oh, look at you nice now. I'm right behind you. You got your wheels down? Oh, I'm going to pass you.
I hope so.
They didn't show us down, but... Oh, I forgot
there
to
you
put
are.
mine down.
Oh, geez, it was a bit heavy.
Not as heavy as mine. I forgot to put the undercarriage down. Oh,
Yep. Yeah, mine are down.
I was nicely positioned for a little bit there, and then I just was a tad too fast.
Oi. Okay, and if you put lots of throttle on, it just wants to do circle work.
Hmm.
Got new best vehicle for summer nats for doing donuts.
Taking off with one engine is a bit hard too.
Do 310 doughies.
Mm.
Leaving tracks in the grass for the poor mower to find.
Absolutely. They love that sort of stuff. Alright, let's
So, at Sydney, are there, like, are the mowers contracted, or are they like Sydney Airport staff?
no, we have
Probably
an
council,
external.
aren't
No, it's Fulton Hogan actually. Fulton Hogan have our or have the airport ground maintenance contract.
they? Oh, right. I thought some of the mowers had like Mascot Council or whatever it is, Bayside Council.
They used to have Bayside. Fulton Hogan's had the contract for a couple of years now, I think.
Yeah.
There you go. Is there anything else you'd like to see with the 310 while I've got it out here?
Yeah. Very nice.
How about I bring it up in daylight so that people can see it maybe a little bit better?
Yeah.
Good even with the engine runs, the effect on the engine with the propeller. It's quite good.
Yeah, I would.
Hello again, Fazalowski. How are you?
Look at these grubby passengers leaving their stuff on the floor.
It's gross.
It's quite real, isn't it?
What is going on with that? It's even got the same pattern that's on the tail. Jeez.
Nice little window to look out at your rudder as well. Oh yeah, rudder goes, yeah.
Give
Don't
back
say
passage.
what-
I can understand why they gave this 5 stars in the marketplace there. Like the ratings are so good.
Yeah.
Does the
Does
window
it say,
open just there?
Sure does, and it gets noisy too.
Clear the prop. Does it say how much fuel's in the tip tanks?
Let me have a look.
They're because they're 6-cylinder engines, aren't they? They're like
Right.
flat sixes.
Yes, it is, I believe. Yep. Yeah, you got your 6 cylinders there on your EGT things here. Gauges, got the clock. What do we got? De-ice, knowledge.
They look like Garmin 430s as well.
530s, I
Oh,
believe.
is it? Yeah.
Where are
Quite
we?
one. bottom one looks like a 430, but
530 on the.
on the thing on the face, yeah.
Yeah, they got 530 on both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Where are we? Yeah, pretty good with all the
That's where we are. Yeah. Excellent.
all detail. What
Oh,
else we
Michael.
got? Fuel quantity. Auxiliary fuel quantity. There you go. Tells you what your auxiliary quantities are.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's good. I like that.
No, it's the most comprehensive I think I've seen.
They've done very well with that.
Because quite often a lot of the stuff doesn't work. They might have the detail, but it doesn't actually work. But this seems to have pretty much everything working.
Yeah, which is nice. Makes a pleasant change. Makes a very pleasant change. Cabin heat. Your unsafe flight. Geez, that's handy, isn't it? You can see what your alternators are doing and. There you go.
Very good.
How
Thanks
about
for
that?
That's all right. That's handy having. It's handy having the bar there, isn't it?
Yeah. You make me want to buy one.
Christian McAuliffe, yes, Malta, south of Italy. We spent probably an hour or so flying around. Quite scenic. I think you guys would agree.
Yeah, it was very scenic. I'm looking forward to seeing what they've done with Italy now.
Yeah.
I think there's much flying to be had through Italy.
I was trying to think of where else would be a good flight plan or place to fly.
You know what? Now that they've done the updates, I think places like Rome would be good. Rome up through Pisa, Cinque Terre, anywhere like that. I think there'd be quite a few options. And look out, Dan Resman's got the top cat out.
I was flying over out of Lima to Machu Picchu, and have we been there on the stream?
Machu Picchu, I don't know, not sure.
I can't remember whether we'd been there or not. And I thought, it was quite interesting actually. There's lots of good valley flying, and then a runway on top of a tabletop mountain. I went, wow, this is really
Oh,
good.
nice.
So,
Nice.
I know a guy that lives right next to Luqa Airport who could wash your plane for you for a few euros.
Are we going to do a triple takeoff here with the is that the Tomcat and the 310 and the Citation?
Hang on, I'm bringing over the Kodiak.
Yeah, we could do that. And
Just go a bit
just
to
for
the left here.
just for simple life, my plane is now nice and clean. I hope you enjoy it.
I'm all set and ready to go.
Yeah, let me just get my window closed. Hang on. Alrighty.
I think an EMP just went off in my plane. My system's just turned off. You could have your electronics set to battery. You could have drained the battery out.
think I'm hearing a Tomcat at max power next to me.
Oh, here it comes.
Well, I'm airborne before all of you. That's about all I've got.
Yeah. Oh, there goes the Tomcat through.
Yes, damn, we can do that too.
I can do that, but I can't do it that fast.
No, that's right. Uh-oh, no! Oh, that didn't end well.
Oh, you've
Oh,
crashed.
I'm doing a Highland inspection, don't mind me.
All right. Get the dirt out of the wheels.
Get the dirt out and fill it with butter for Sean.
Just select default again, Nigel.
Yeah, we're good. There's an old runway down here. Looks like it used to be.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe there's quite a few that look like old runways that have just been built over.
Yeah, wow.
So we could jump down here if we want.
You can land on that thing that looks like a wharf as well. It's quite an interesting approach on the water.
Oh, you're just off to our left there.
Yeah. I'll come around. You just got to watch your height on short final. It's a little deceptive, the reflection on the water.
It looks like they've turned that runway into a drag. Like, drag strip. Excuse me, I've got people knocking on my door.
Wait.
Passing by.
There's just a few people in the Lights chat room. I reckon we should bring them in.
You gotta speak louder, Mad Dog.
Really?
Can barely hear.
Yeah,
Is this better now?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it sounds
much.
Oh, hello, Mad Dog.
Hello. You know, I was just wondering, should we bring in the other folks?
Ooh.
If there's any hanging around, I don't see
Yeah.
why not.
Look out.
Look out. Hello all.
Check out the sticker I've got in my aircraft here. I got Darth Vader on a hula hoop.
Yeah.
It's a pretty groovy sticker.
I don't know why that's in there, but you know. There's 9 stickers apparently.
Oh, that wasn't fun.
10 out of 10.
Thank you, Mad Dog.
Oh, Scruffy Mongoose sticker. That looks like a Ukraine sticker.
Wonderful.
Oh, that's handy. Put the window shades down as well. How many GA aircraft do you know that have window shades that actually work?
Yeah, not many. They're usually fallen off.
Yeah. Oh, there's another sticker. Alien on a skateboard. Oh, there's a sticker in here somewhere. Where is it?
So do you have to like click in the cockpit to unhide it?
Yeah, it's just if I get my mouse in the right spot, like it just suddenly comes up with like question marks and click to show or hide sticker. So
It's cool.
I got 5 of 9 showing. I just don't know where the other ones are meant to be going. Like, how's this? Oh yeah, this sun shield actually works pretty well, doesn't it?
Hmm.
And you can stop it where you need it to as well, which is nice.
Stop the maneuvers, please. My King Air is breaking itself the amount of times I've stressed it. Sorry, Avgeek, I didn't realize you were following me.
Where else might I find a sticker around here, guys?
In the back seats.
Did you say sticker?
Yeah, I'm putting stickers all over my aeroplane.
I think you should just put one right directly over your forehead.
I can show. I can show a briefcase.
Get one over Saddam Hussein's eyes.
Get one where? Sorry.
Over Saddam Hussein's eyes.
Can turn my lights on, turn my lights off. Oh, she certainly creaks and carries on if I'm in a dive. She's not happy.
Do you want to talk us through what manoeuvres you're doing here, Nige?
Yeah, that was a really rough stall turn. Um, the 310 is not exactly designed for aerobatics, so I'm just seeing what it can do. All right. So this will be a barrel roll to the left.
Hey, Nige, you still got me?
Yep, still gotcha.
Excellent.
Get my speed just back up over to 200. I'll get myself into a barrel roll on the right. And I should end up facing the same direction as where I came in, so I'm using the runway as a reference point there.
Yep.
And all going well. Just get some speed up. All going well, I should come out facing the same direction that I started. Should complete the roll there at 90 degrees to where I started, and keep going, and a little bit off. I'll do a reverse Cuban. So up, roll it onto its back, and started rolling a little bit off axis in the middle of that, and I've gone into a stall. Let's spin it if we can. No, she doesn't want to spin. Let's do an inverted flick roll though. Where are we?
So why do they call that a reverse Cuban?
This is a half Cuban. I'll show you half Cuban.
You know what? You know what question's gonna come after that. So why do they call this a half Cuban?
Oh, it's a Cuban 8. It's half a Cuban 8. So there's a half Cuban. That's a very sloppy reverse Cuban. I should change over into something a bit more exciting than the 310, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you could.
Here, what's the difference between a Cuban and an Immelman turn?
Go on. Go on.
No, that wasn't a joke. That was a real question. But it sounds terrible, right? Like, yeah, I'm gonna perform a half reverse Cuban. It just sounds like, You know what they call an American?
Go on.
It's when I crash into the runway.
Ah, botch this up.
You floated for a fair while.
Yeah, Cody on the side there. Alright. Which aircraft would you like me to jump into for a bit of aero fun?
I'd say the extra would be
Extra?
my first choice.
Alright, let's see what we can do. That's actually handy for shutdown, having the crash bar there. Just smash the engine, smash the avionics off.
give you one guess as to what I'm flying. I finally loaded it.
Well, Mad Dog should be flying a Mad Dog.
Wow! You are so smart.
Are you streaming Mad Dog? Yes, you are.
So you want the extra, yeah? Extra steaming.
Ooh, Mad Dog. Either, whichever you think will go best.
Where is the extra? Where have I put it? There we go.
What livery are you in, Mad Dog?
Oh, I'm just in some standard livery.
Where did you get that from, Meadow? Is that in the store, is it?
Flythemaddog.com.
Oh, nice. Alright, arrows time. Oof. Alright.
Oh, very snappy.
It is, rather.
I don't think I've ever gotten the extra to go that snappy.
Yeah, really?
No.
It's just... it's, I think with one of the updates that they did, World Update 6 I think it was, it became really snappy, which was great. It's just how it should be. Alright, still turn off the top.
Oh, right, I haven't actually looked at this for a while. Hi, John. I'm sorry I haven't actually been reading chat. I've been watching this. You see a 787. Is it Emily? I don't know. In the game, I don't think they have it added in. If you have the 787 installed, you may have a livery pack for it.
Aha.
Johnny spent 12.5 hours on Emily. Where was that to? Brizzy to LA in 2018. Nice. Very nice. Have you done that landing challenge for the extra, Nigel?
No. No. Whereabouts is it?
I believe it's Southampton, and you
Oh, nice.
have either a really strong headwind or tailwind. I'm not too sure.
How would it stuck?
But given you have some pretty good experience flying it, it'd be interesting to see how you'd go with that.
I don't know. It's not the easiest thing to land. Let's see if we can. Oops, accelerated stall, not good. And that's where I'm going to end that.
Plonk.
Okay. Yeah, it's the thing with the extra. If you pull too hard on it, she stalls. There's the runway.
Is there a reason why in a lot of tail draggers the pilot will sit in the back seat?
In the back seat,
Yes.
center of gravity is one of them. You find also too for the twitchy stuff like pit specials, extras, you get a much quicker sense of where the aircraft's going on landing with the tail if you're sitting back towards the tail. And it's center of gravity is the main reason for it, but yeah, certainly you get a better feel for things if you're sitting in the back seat and you can feel the tail moving left or right. You kind of can react quicker on the rudders to stop the sway. And
righto.
if you can stop the sway, you can stop the ground loop, hopefully. But then you got aircraft like the Citabria, it's fly from the front, like front solo. Decathlon, same. Fly that from the front solo. Alright.
Have you been out flying recently? I know you
Yeah.
posted a few videos a few weeks back.
Yeah, that was the last time I went up, about 2 weeks ago. Did a refresher in the Citabria, like just an aerobatic refresher, because it's been a while since I've done aeros, and then after that went up in the pit special, just more for shits and giggles than anything, and that was my first time in the pits and had a mighty fine time. It was great fun aircraft. Just trying to see if I can get this landing right. Dan Resman's just stuck it in nose first into the
Oh yeah, special short field landing.
very short.
Emphasis on the field.
Should be just about on the ground. There we go. And from the pit special, if I can kind of get my zoom in right.
Go to bed, Sean.
This was about the view that I had about the front.
Mm.
Not a lot going on. So when you
No.
come in to land, the runway
Side.
disappears from view, and you're looking at little bits out the side, and that's about it. And your landing roll, you're looking like that down the side, and judging your distance from the edge line as you're on the runway.
We just did a full side slip landing the whole way in.
Yeah, that's pretty much how you got to do it if you want to
Mm.
see where the hell you're going. And doing the approach was kind of funny because, in the Citabria you can still fly a pretty square approach if you want to.
Mm.
In the pits it has to be just a constant turn. Like basically once you get to a beam, the numbers, you just start slowly pulling the power back, and even in terms of speed, like it washes off really quickly. We were doing like 130, 140 in probably about 130 I suppose on downwind, and as soon as we started pulling the power back, for the turn, it just washed that speed off nicely the whole way through the turn.
Mm.
And by the time we come across the fence, we were
That's nice.
back to doing about 90 knots across the fence.
What's the rotate speed?
It's funny, I didn't really take notice of that. It was more by feel. Once the tail came up, it was a matter of not letting the tail come up too high, just keeping it down a little bit. And basically, the thing flies when it wants to fly. But once it gets up, you've then got to keep it down low as well as you can. Keep it, and you've got to remember these things are so twitchy on the controls. You got to keep it nice and low to the runway just to build up speed, because if you end up with an engine failure, the thing glides like a house brick. So you kind of need to, like the approach that I'm flying now, this is kind of almost what you're looking at in the pits. It's just got to be a side slipped approach, and you try and keep the runway as visible as long as you can. But yeah, so basically you build up as much speed as you can, and then as much speed as reasonable, And then when you get that speed, you then just pull up into a rather sharp climb. Because if the engine happens to fail, that's when you want the the airspeed to hopefully be able to have a few seconds to find something and land in someone's paddock or someone's backyard, whatever the case may be.
The Cirrus is just the dead opposite. You pull the throttle back on that and it doesn't slow down at all.
Oh, really? It just keeps going?
They're just so slippery, the carbon fibre fuse and that, and they're beautifully aerodynamic. So, it's a case of trying to get the speed back is the hard part.
Chuck some speed brakes on the Cirrus, you'll be fine. Worst comes to worst, pull the chute.
That'll really slow you up. Not a good look at 1,000 feet on downwind.
Learning to fly from SydSquad. Not sure if I'd recommend it.
No. Educational purposes only, thanks very much.
You give up your eyes and good night. Good night, Sean. Have a good one, mate.
Sean.
See ya, Sean.
This thing doesn't want to spin. It's the one thing I don't like about this. So, you'd think something like an extra would be happy to spin, turn around, get ugly, but it just doesn't.
Mad Dog, do you have your buckets out reversing down the runway?
Yes, I do. I can do my own pushbacks.
You mean a power back? There you are. You're going.
I'm going pretty fast. I'm not quite sure how fast, but I'm going pretty fast.
In your cockpit, you might have a ground speed indicator. It might have that.
Oh, well, I almost tried to spin. It just won't hold it.
Yeah, nearly 60 knots. Yeah, Mad Dog's currently gone 60 knots in reverse.
Backwards.
Yeah. If you give yourself enough runway, you can... Could you take off?
Oh, not if I hit this building.
Not going backwards, you couldn't, no. Your wings had, not performed terribly well aerodynamically.
But I wonder if it is possible to...
It should be impossible, because the aerodynamics shouldn't work. Or you wouldn't produce the lift going backwards.
Please, come on, buddy. No, not good.
Who is this? May 5587.
Well, it's generic.
Not enough ramming speed.
Come on, let me spin. No. There we go, almost an inverted spin there. There you go, I'm in an inverted spin. Nice.
I know. I'll say it's Tuesday.
No worries,
See ya.
Dan.
See you,
Take
man.
care, mate.
Have a
Everyone.
good one, buddy.
And that, folks, is why you do arrows from up high.
Do you do much stuff on VATSIM, Kurt?
I have in the past. Yeah, I have in the past. Not recently though.
Yeah. What do you think of it? Like, is it pretty
Well-
real to life, or for what it
It
can be?
is. It is. Yeah, it is absolutely. If you want it to be, so you can emulate real life flying from an air traffic control perspective and a flight procedural perspective. Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Have
So
you?
I've used it obviously because if I do point to point like jet flying, so commercial flying, say I don't know, a 737 from Sydney to Melbourne, right? The milk run.
Yeah.
I can do it from cold and dark start to cold and
Yeah.
dark finish and have full air traffic control the whole way, and it'll be as real as it can get in the Unreal, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Real that can get in the Unreal.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
Pretty
Really?
good, isn't it?
Really?
You like that?
It's really unreal.
Hmm. So
MIDI exclamation mark milk run.
exclamation mark milk run. Yeah, you're gonna have to set up some
Yeah, gonna have to get Nightbot.
Nightbot commands going, right? Do it.
Yeah, you've got a heck of a setup, Kurt. Like,
What's that?
for your streams.
Streaming, yeah.
What do you mean?
It's full pro setup.
Oh, just the amount of equipment you have. I just get amazed. Like, you have
When
two
have you
plus
seen my
cameras.
equipment though?
Well, from Mad Dog's behind the scenes
Oh,
video.
Yeah, cool.
Teehee.
He's a funny guy, that Mad Dog, isn't he?
Is Nightbot on this stream? No, Lena, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So you've, I think from an old conversation, you said you have a Dell XPS.
yeah, I got a Dell XPS 15. So I mean, it's a bit of an old laptop now. I think it would have been obviously a 2017 model or something like that, right? Yeah, but it seems to do the job, which is handy.
Then what else do you have?
So, well, obviously I just have a 3-camera setup, right? So I've got the main camera, which is the just a camcorder.
Yeah, the Sony.
Yeah, just a
little
Sony camcorder because it's got really good zoom.
Yeah.
And it's easy to use. Like, it's easy to manhandle.
Yeah,
so you can zoom
that's-
in and you can pan with one hand and zoom with the other, like simultaneously, which is good.
Yeah.
Sort of like zooming an SLR lens is quite difficult to try and get that movement of. I don't know, Graham, you're still here, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not so easy like to zoom at a big SLR lens, and so you'll notice the day streams are different from the night streams because I've got to use a different camera. And I don't have the best camera for night streams by far compared to what you can, get out there. If I was using the R5 or maybe the upcoming R3, really good for low light stuff, mirrorless technology, that would be far better than the 5D4 sensor that I'm using. But I'm making do with what equipment that I have, right? I'm not sort of going out to spend another $8,000 to do live streaming.
Yeah.
Why not, Kurt?
Yeah, one day.
Where's
One
your
day.
dedication, mate? Come on.
Well, yeah, so, but, maybe I'll get another camera in the coming years or something, and then that might, help me out there. But I don't know what, I mean, I hope you guys think that the quality's all right for the night streaming. I mean, I would say it's probably 80% of the people.
Quality's fantastic, mate, for what I was saying last night. That is.
I think the majority of people probably watching these live streams on like their mobile phone devices anyway, or maybe on a computer screen, and we can get away with it being at like 1080, and it's not the best quality, but the day streams seem to be all right. I've put the day stream up on the big screen, and I sit back in my living room, and it's just like, it's great. The quality is really good.
Mate, even the night, like I got to admit, I was surprised with how good the nighttime quality was. I kind of expected it to be full of grain and not to be so usable. But I'm looking at it on my big monitor at home, and it looks, mate, it looks good. It looks good.
Oh, that's good to know. The ISO is right up there. It's like H2 or H1 or something. So it's like 300,400 or something ISO. It's ridiculous. So it's pushing the boundaries of what's possible. But so 3 cameras. So I have obviously a selfie cam, and then I use 2 angles during the day, and that just gives me a bit of flexibility to maneuver around and see different things. And it's interesting though. You don't get a lot of feedback from people about this, like the setup. Well, I guess you don't get a lot of good feedback. You only get feedback when people don't like something.
Yeah.
So you tend to think, if somebody's like, why split screen? You don't tend to hear from the people that go, oh, the split screen's cool. You hear from people that go, oh, why is it split screen?
Yeah.
So you're not sure. So I don't know whether people like that or not, but anyway.
Kurt, I was talking to a guy today who's a professional, in the video sort of setup.
Yeah.
And he was saying, this is his exact words in Instagram DM, he said, we can bump in 250 grand's worth of kit for an event and still not be as polished as your feed. He's been watching your feed. So he's been very, as a professional, he's very impressed with with what you're doing.
Who is this guy? I want to meet him.
Give him tips.
No, you don't, because then he'll start plugging you good ideas. No, just kidding.
Yeah, he could be a lunatic as well. I got no idea.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you know who he is. He's that bloke that sits in the back seat of my 310 all night and stares at the back of my head. That'll be that bloke for you, Kurt. He'll come up to the car park and he'll be the bloke that just stands there and stares at you. And every time you look around, you'll see those beady looking eyes looking straight in the back of your head.
Yeah, I'm
don't invite him. Don't invite him.
Yeah, it's the last time we publish a stream.
So this guy does sports AV every weekend.
Yeah, nice.
And he's doing Dubbo with the Bunnies on Sunday. I don't know what's that about.
Oh, is this Jared Quinn?
Yeah.
But I know the name though, but how do I know him? Where would I know him? Where would I know him from?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He just, because he offered to feed ADSB. He runs ADSB from Chippendale.
Okay, so you do know Jared though, is that right?
Well, I haven't met him personally. No, only on Instagram. Because he offered his ADSB stream feed to me, and I went, we've already got 3 antennas, and it sort of doesn't add anything really. Yeah, kind of, but it's sort of taking a whole lot of data that doesn't really provide any real benefit. Yeah. Anyway, he obviously does some sort of live, video coverage of sports events. He's does heaps crazy flat out at the moment doing this sort of stuff. But he was watching your feed and very impressed, which is good.
Yeah, no, that's really kind. I appreciate it. That's good. That's cool feedback. That's awesome. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have basically obviously got a number of capture cards because to get the video feeds from the camera, and then that just works by having the they just work as webcams basically into the OBS software, which is what I run to.
The Elgato HD?
Yeah, so the Stream Deck.
Okay.
capture cards. Sorry, not string. Yeah, it's Elgato capture cards. I've got a different brand one that allows me to do different things and allows me to do some onboard sound sort of gives me the option to have like the mic input and the line in and things like that, so you can hear the air traffic control. You can hear like the aircraft audio on all different separate channels, so I can control their levels, and so that way I can have the air traffic control in there. I can turn the aircraft up and down when I want. I can also have my own mic muted and things like that. So when we had mic issues is when Matt and I were both running like a wireless mic setup, and we had 2.4 gig issues, the wireless issues. So it was a bit. So next time we've got something covered for that. One of us will be on Bluetooth and one of us will be wireless. So hopefully that doesn't have we don't have that problem in the future. It just negates the need to have like an external sound board or a mixer desk, which I really don't want to add any more complexity to the setup that I've got.
Yeah, and so do you have a Stream Deck as well?
I run a Stream Deck for simplicity. It just gives me the freedom to switch views, put things up on the screen on the fly. Because what we want to do is you got to have the laptop out there, because that's what hosts the software. And I know they're proprietary products on the market that you don't need a laptop. There's things that you can have like that are tablet built specific for online stream, but then you don't get the versatility to have the ultimate control. This way, running the OBS software, I've got ultimate control. The challenge is that if you're running with a laptop, that you've got to keep the laptop cool, because this stuff is just like crunching on the graphics card. And in internal laptops, you don't have a really good graphics card unless you've got like a kick-ass gaming one, which I don't. However, I typically put the laptop under a table. It's covered so that there's no direct sunlight on it. So therefore, the laptop's like low to the ground under a small table. And so then it's the reason why I have then a secondary screen or I run a HDMI to duplicate the screen near my Stream Deck up where I'm actually streaming with the camera from, so that I can see the stream, and I can also flick between like different things on the fly without having to bend down and look at the laptop, so I can keep that out of the sun most times, which is good. And I think going into winter now, it's going to be nicer. We won't have those issues so much because it was cold up there the other night.
You look cold.
Well, the stream that you caught, Graham, was the one where Natasha came up with the donuts. I did another stream. I did another stream up there again last night.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Well, if you see it, you go and have a look and see what I was wearing last night. I took up my big ski jumper, my big down jacket, and I was toasty warm. It was so good.
I'm not sure I'm getting the alerts.
Yeah, YouTube has been a bit iffy with alerts at the moment because we did a member stream today with Tim.
Yeah, I did.
Yep, and all the members have said the same, that they didn't get the alert, and but apparently it's been happening across a lot of YouTube channels.
Right.
So YouTube, obviously, someone would have told them.
Yeah, well, even the one that you did with the donuts, I don't think I was aware of that, and then I just, for whatever reason, looked at something and went, "Oh God, you're streaming!" So
yeah, I guess it's sad that you're not getting a pump up alert. I think when we schedule a stream, I would typically tend to go and press the remind button on YouTube. So because I would do the same, like I'll see it and then I'll forget it. So I click the remind button.
Yeah, I'll take note of that next. Yeah, just to make sure see whether the actual notifications.
Because maybe the notifications aren't working, but then I'll normally get an email that says that the stream has gone live because I've hit the reminder button.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's maybe something to think about. And then we always try and encourage people to obviously at least subscribe, so you give your best chance of getting the notifications, but also to keep an eye on the community tab or the Instagram. But not everyone can do that on the fly. A notification obviously is the best ping, so we're kind of relying on YouTube to be like, get their shit together.
On the donut night, you missed my comment in the in the feed. I mean, which was, it's hard for you because you just got so much going on. But
well, you've been up there, you've seen how I work.
Oh yeah. But one of the Dreamliners got pushed back, and I was watching the tug, and I'm going zoom in on the tug so I can see what the letter is on the side. Because I was trying to ID it with the hex code on my map.
Okay.
But anyway, no, all good.
You know what? In future, Graham, send me a text message or a Facebook message, because like you said, it's hard for me to get 100% through the entire chat.
No.
I mean, obviously, it's not always that easy to do it, but
I mean, sometimes I answer people's questions on there and that, but you just get distracted, and then it scrolls up so quickly, you miss them replying, and you've got to go and try and find it. It's not
exactly.
easy. Yeah, not easy at all. Hmm.
But it's a lot of fun. I mean, I like doing
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And I hope that I think with people, the viewership, people keep coming back. A lot of people must like it as well, which is nice. And
Absolutely.
Yeah,
No,
it
it's a
goes
good
over
stream.
well. Yeah, it does go over well.
Yeah, you found a good niche, especially with Sydney, where a lot of you guys were spending a fair chunk of time anyway. Like Tim, if Tim was out like plane spotting or something, you may as well chuck on the video camera, which is what he did towards the end of last year, I think.
yeah,
Before you guys really cranked it up.
yeah. Yeah, so we'll keep doing it.
It's good,
as long as we've got
good as a
time to do it,
background watch as well, because I just spend the afternoons editing, and I have it on in the background, and then when I hear something, that I'm interested in, I flick over to the screen to see what's doing. But you can just having the audio even about what's going on is a good key to, when to watch and when not to watch, sort of thing. So
yeah,
I
that's
quite
awesome.
enjoy that.
Well, good to know. Good to know.
But I sort of do that sometimes with just the radio, just having the radio on, listening to the tower, scanning through all the frequencies, and it's quite interesting just as a background thing going on. And if they say something interesting, you can quickly go on and look at the map and see what's doing. But having the camera down there where you can actually go, oh, there's the aircraft, and see what's going on, it's good.
Pretty funny how you get little shout outs from the tower too.
Yeah, we've had a few, which is pretty funny actually. Those guys are yeah.
I've had a chat to one of the guys up there about that, and he has a little laugh himself. He's just like, "Oh, it's great when I hear SydSquad on." He goes, because we know we're catching him out a little bit, because all of a sudden he gets like, "Hey, Kurt and SydSquad." He said you can often hear a little break in the voice, because he suddenly goes, "Hang on."
Yeah, because you hear. Well, you remember the first time he caught me out, and I was like, "Hey, that cheeky buggers!" I was like, "That was the best," because clearly wasn't expecting it at the time, but And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to improve my comms in return." Like, yep, radio check, got your 5x5. Go ahead. So I got to have a little bit of fun with them.
Keep that up, because it's mostly the one bloke that keeps on calling you
I
out.
know, right?
And I speak to him all the time on the radio, like on the phone. Sorry.
We've next time you have a chat with him, because I don't have any current contacts up in the tower, but we want to see if we can get up on the balcony for an hour or two and do a stream if the guys on shift, and they'd be happy to have us, because I mean, I don't know, it'd be something to
I think they've got a rule now that they've got to have someone with you.
Yeah.
And that's where it kills it, because they don't have the staff to do it.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I mean, before, like a few years back, you could just go up there if you got the okay and just be by yourself. But now, I don't know whether it's some sort of safety or OH&S or whatever, but they have to have someone with you.
Well,
we'll
still ask the question.
Still
ask the question and find out.
Have two people up there streaming at the same time.
Streaming from the tower
watch
balcony
it.
would be
It's
good.
fine.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, I don't know. It'd be nice to know, anyway.
I've got a few of them in the tower that follow me, and they said, whenever they see, like as air traffic controllers, when they bring an aircraft in that's an unusual one, they say, we'll just go over and have a look at my stream or my Instagram account to see what the story is behind it, because I'm usually there covering the photos.
That's awesome.
It's good.
Yeah, also I think with the AN12 that came in a while back, I remember Tim was streaming it, and didn't they bring it across over in front of the mound for the guys on the mound to get photos and stuff?
They have been known to do cheeky little things like that on occasion with certain aircraft. Yes. Remember they did that with OEE when it departed, Kurt. They brought
well, they went around the block, didn't they?
Yeah, that wasn't even the last one, but they brought OEE across and gave the 747 a good look at the Citabria that was parked in the Keeler runner place.
They absolutely went around the block that day, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good times. Good times.
Well, looks like we're in for a week of rain, so I don't know how you. At least on level 11 you can stream, but I don't know about streaming in the rain.
Yes and no. I personally prefer not to stream when it rains.
Yeah.
I know Tim tries to stick it out, but it's not for me. I just don't like taking the equipment up there when it's raining. It's no fun.
No.
Especially if the wind turns to the east as well. That's instant saturation on your equipment.
Yeah. But up on level 11 there, you're not in the right spot to catch the reverse thrust on the border. You can get a little bit of it, but it's a much better shot when you're looking at it from the forward angle, like 45 degrees off from the forward side.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can catch a little bit of it, but I don't think you get this sort of really, not vibrant, but like a really exciting looking bit of water coming out. It's I think less exciting from the back, and from up on the top there, that's what you get, unfortunately. And if it's on 3-4, you get nothing, sort of thing.
Yeah, and that's right. Sometimes it's it's a challenge to be up there when it's 3-4s because you don't get a lot of the movements, but
yeah, they're not. I mean, the shots going out, some of the shots, but some of the night shots I was amazed at. Like when they go past you and they're climbing out on 3-4, they were incredible. Some of the detail for that time of night was good.
Oh yeah, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. No,
I won't change the setup though. Then for that because
whatever the camera settings were, like
so
the
typically
detail
at the moment. Sorry, go.
Like I said, the detail on the fuselage, I was astounded. Like, how good is that? Like, it was just amazing.
I sort of go sunsets at like 5 p.m. ish at the moment, and I can get away with using the camcorder to about half past, and then you start getting focus issues.
Yeah.
And hey, Lena in the chat. Hello there. How you going? And,
hey, Daff.
37. Hello there.
Daff is out there
Daff
in the F8 at the moment. Yeah.
Johnny Logan. Hello guys. How are we all? Yeah, so I can use the camera till about like 5:30, and then I switch over to the 5D with the 150 to 600. So then I'm limited with how far I can pull back at 150 mils, but it's just enough. But it's a manual process. It's a real it's an arduous task zooming the big boy in like full length. But I've got a procedure now down pat. Kind of works, which is good. And then I just use that, and then typically I've only kind of used the camcorder after hours for like the moon and stuff like that, which has been pretty bright at times.
Yeah, and it'll catch the focus there, okay.
But it is good fun, and it's nice actually. A lot of people come up and say hello as well. They like to. I mean, when Natasha came up with her mum, they were so lovely. And she'd recently been in a car accident and brought all these donuts up, and we're like, oh my gosh, like what the hell? This is ridiculous.
They just watched the stream and they thought they'd just come up and see it,
yeah? Yeah, so Natasha,
nice.
She had always, said hello on as a chatter, as a viewer, and we'd always interacted. And she's a Jetstar flighty, and she said, oh, I'm flying out on these flights, and say hello. And so Tim and I kind of picked that up, and then and he said, I'm going to come out with my mum one day and say hello. And we're like, yeah, cool, come and do it. All good. We'll be here. You know where to find us.
With her mum, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Mum, I'm gonna go and introduce you to these blokes that I've never met before.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna meet you,
right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna meet you on like level 6 of a car park, Mum.
I know.
Like, just nothing sus.
Donuts to them as well.
Yeah, nothing sus. That's right.
Exactly.
Nothing sus, Mum. But I'm gonna give these boys some donuts. They're gonna love me for it.
So it is good. We get a few people that kind of come up there regulars, and they say hello, and it's nice to have company. So it's pretty handy.
That's cool.
The parking would have cost more than the donuts.
The parking is not friendly, that's for sure. I'm not going to lie about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of you guys would have been down to Canberra Airport at some stage.
I have.
Yeah, so the Brindabella car park's just south of the Q-Link hangar, which is where Oscar, Chris and myself often get, all of the Canberra guys get a lot of the shots. I was really desperate to try stream from that, but yeah, my base model MacBook really wasn't going to cut it, but I reckon that would have been really good because it's right near where a lot of them, like the runway intersection where a lot of them take off from, and just behind the touchdown zone. So, yeah. Would have been nice to be up and close that close.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. You parked there last week, Daff.
Mhm.
Greetings, Brad. Yeah, especially when we had
Hello, Brad.
the Korean 747 in a few months ago. It was crazy. You just feel like you could almost touch the wingtips. You're that close.
Tomorrow's British Airways is another first visit. They've had about, last time I looked, they had 17 different Dreamliners that they'd sent down here so far.
Geez, it right through the fleet.
Yeah, I think they've only got 24, so and this is another new one, so it'll be either 18 or 19. Quite a few.
Do you know what the load factors on it? All right.
No, I haven't heard any on that. So not sure about that. I heard Rex were doing okay with their loads, but I don't know about British on that one.
They've got 18-9s.
18, is it? Oh, okay.
Yep. So,
well, I'd say this must almost be the last one. They've sent everything. I'll have to check off the list and just see. But the guy that told me they derate, or can derate down to 55% or something, he flew one down the other day, last Thursday or Wednesday or something. So he's bigger on Twitter than anything else, but that was good. He was happy with some pickies.
yeah, 55% just lumbering down.
Oh, they're just
3-4.
Yeah, they use the whole runway almost. It's just crazy. And then even when they take off, they don't climb. They go out at like, I don't know how many degrees, but it seems like 3 or 5 or something. It was like the old Land Chile A340s, taking off on 3-4, and they'd hardly make it above the city buildings. They were so slow in the climb.
Daff said that BA is annoying to ground handle 240 to 260 average packs as well.
Oh, okay. So yeah, depending how they're configured. I mean, Qantas are only 246 or something, but a lot of other airlines are up over 310-ish or something. So that's
they
probably...
had... where is it? 787. Daff, I think you're lying. It says 216 is their seating capacity.
No, that's not right. That couldn't be right, surely. No, Qantas is 246, I think, on the Dreamliners. And I think Air New Zealand's like 316 or something. It's quite a difference. But then you're not doing 18 or 19 hours in a New Zealand Dreamliner.
Oh, not until they get the dash 10s.
Yeah. And I see that their very first 321. Is it XR? It's the one with the new cabin configuration.
The cabin flex?
Cabin flex, yeah. The first one of those, it's an O registration, so it's like an OFA or something. So that's the first one. It's just still in the old green paint and whatever. Hasn't gone to the paint shop. So that won't be too far away, I would imagine. Like within a month, we should see that one down here.
Discover our Dreamliner, British Airways, yes. In the 7879, we have a first cabin with only 8 seats, 42 Club World, 39 Traveller Plus, and 127 World Traveller.
Yeah, I just had that screen up now. That's 42.
Oh, you were looking at TIDAF. Oh, okay.
39 plus 127. That's 216. 8? I think you're right. 8. 42. 9. And 127. But it is 216, but that seems ridiculously low.
That's less than they have on their 321 Neos.
Yeah, I don't know whether that... Like, with Qantas at 246, I thought that was about the lowest on the Dreamliners. And because they were used on the Perth-London run. So I'd be questioning that number is right. But then, I guess the 42 Club World, so they got like 50 premium seats, plus plus 39 World Traveller. It's actually, the economy is just the very back section, and that's it.
Which is a bit like the Qantas 350s.
Yeah, so it must be making the money on the premium seats. It's like very premium configured. Well, maybe it is 216 then. That's interesting.
And then the 788 is 214.
Yeah.
With the slightly
so that's
bigger
what we got.
economy cabin.
That's a bigger economy cabin for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice little interesting fact. Wouldn't have thought that, but hey, if you're making money on the premium seats, then good on them.
Yeah.
Okay, I might call it quits, and I guess we'll see some more rain tomorrow, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll be doing the same, I think. It's time for bed.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay,
Right, boys.
catch everyone later.
Good night,
Nice
everyone.
chat.
Nice
to
stream,
chat.
Physics.
All right, Nigel. Good night, my friend. Bye for now.
Nice to mate.
Yeah,
Good
bye
night,
for
all.
now.
See what's bye.
Oh, and Daff said 150 to 160 packs for Speedbird.
Right. Oh, okay.
You have
So
tie
there's-
under
there's-
BA for some reason.
So that's 150. There's still 66 down on the capacities. That's maybe about 2/3 or something, 65%.
Yeah. For United, we have 780 packs daily somehow. I think we need to update our schedules. Yeah, I don't think you have that many Uniteds coming in.
Okay. Anyway, I'll catch you later.
All right, Graham. Have a good night,
Okay.
mate. Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Later.
Sorry. See you
Yeah.
later.
I'm
Good
going
night,
to drop off
Mitty.
the live stream, but I'll head over to the.
Yeah,
Oh, you're still live streaming, or you got
Yeah,
you closing it?
I was just kind of leaving it, just trying to accrue those watch hours. Just trying to creep